What's up, you guys? It's Adam, aka Marf, and this is Marfoogle News. Hopefully this is in the right place. I was not able to stream through YouTube. They actually took my stream down because of copyright, or at least that's what the notice said. I just posted it to Twitter. Or a community guidelines infraction of some sort. Which is very strange because I wasn't doing anything wrong. There was no music. There was no community guidelines strike. They didn't give me a strike, luckily. They didn't give me a mark as of now. I don't know if they can, like, give me one, you know, I guess in the future for something I did in the past. And then I'll post again. It actually said the video was rejected. I've never had that in the 3 years I've had a YouTube account. I've never had a video rejected. So, obviously, they do not want any live coverage of it. Which, if you think about it, that's pretty messed up. As a press agent, should be able to cover an event like that. Now, I don't know if they were technically thinking because there's a new curfew or something. I don't know. I just found out about it 5 minutes before, and we're stuck down. I mean, literally everything's blocked. So, I don't know. They don't want you to see down there, I guess. I mean, like, how quick was that? Like, somebody was literally watching. Maybe it was because we had 2,000 people watching in the first, like, 5 minutes. I don't know. But it was absolutely nuts. Bobby of Joy says it was pulled. What did that say? It was pulled for going against standards. What standards? What standards, Bobby of Joe? That's what I'm curious about. What did I do? I don't know if that's what it said on your end. That would be it would be nice if you guys screenshotted it from your end. I didn't do any. I don't feel like I did anything wrong. I'm a member of the press. I should be able to cover an event going on where I'm at. You know, that's a certain freedom that it seems like we're going to soon lose. I was not cussing. I was not swearing. I was not saying anything. I wasn't talking about anything violence related. I mean, that's just kind of nuts. So this is, you know, this is something that I hope the president will address or something like this. Like, if you can't cover live events, then who does? You know, would Channel 5 have a problem covering something down there? Would Channel 5 get their stream knocked down if they were live on, you know, Channel 5 or, you know, Como or Cairo? I don't think so. So it's only independent journalists, which independent journalists have paved the way for so many people. It's unbelievable. Amy VR, formerly Azir's R, says, "Hey Mar, Cynthia Reed." Honestly, I'm more doing it for. I'm like 100 feet away from people. There's like the thing is I was covering and I was telling you guys where I was at. If you're a local, you'll know. There's the McDonald's on 3rd and Pike. When you go up from there, that's where all the chaos was. When you go down, there was like nothing. It was a ghost town. I got videos. In fact, I got some video of people boarding up their businesses. I got several shots. I mean, everywhere is boarded up. I mean, this is like truly apocalyptic looking. And this whole thing, it's like we're not allowed to talk about it. I don't know if you guys just heard that, but that was a big boom. But now I'm in the industrial, I'm outside of the zone or whatever. I'm in the industrial part of town. So that very well could be a loading facility or something like that. But again, why would they pull something like that? It just doesn't make any sense. And hopefully they don't get me in trouble for it, because they, one, rejected it, and two, I wasn't doing anything wrong. Just more reason, you know, I know that DLive is a good platform for this kind of stuff. It's like, they wouldn't have any problem with this. I wasn't showing anything crazy. In fact, there was nothing really to show except for a couple of broken windows. Jane Cobb says, it said the same thing on my end. Indiana, by the way. You didn't say anything bad or wrong at all. Rainbow Cat said, turn off your location. Maybe they can see where you're streaming from. That's a very... Because how could they monitor that? I guess they could filter it by live streams and filter it by city. And they would only need 1 or 2 people doing that. And within, what was it, like 3 minutes, they took it down. And I didn't violate anything unless they want to say that it's... I don't even know what they could possibly say about that. Look at this. They're all headed down. So whatever's still going on, you could hear, booms and stuff off in the distance, but it wasn't... I don't know. It wasn't exactly what I expected. And I did see people coming down in mass. So I know something... The one gentleman said it was a war zone up in Capitol Hill or up the street. And I do believe that from what it looks like. Everything was on the ground. I got shots of kind of what it looked like down there. And apparently that was not where most of it was centered. They only want mainstream media. Yeah, that's true. Zeke White, some people want me to wear it, some people don't. But there's nobody here. There's literally nobody here. So I think I'm good. And just so you know, depending on how you wear your mask and where you wear your mask, it's actually not good to breathe in all your own stuff. There's new research, and that's why the CDC is changing their recommendations. Unicorn Riot seems to be getting away with streaming. Well, they're a far left thing. I don't know. I'm not a right or left or anything. I just cover pretty much everything neutral. So shouldn't have a problem with that. I will say what ended up happening, if you guys haven't seen it yet, is 2 police cars were burned down, and one gentleman actually grabbed a AK or a assault rifle type thing, even though that's a made-up thing, grabbed a semi-automatic or automatic police rifle with a scope. And right away, somebody who was an unmarked police actually snatched it back by pistol point and then grabbed it back. That video is all over the place. Of course, you guys can search that. I just posted it on Twitter, I believe. And then I posted the notices that I got after about 3 minutes of that stream. The Prodigal said, ridiculous YouTube. It did say violation of service agreement. They don't want this covered. Well, if people like me can't cover it, I understand that they're getting people that are covering the bad parts of it, but I'm covering... I'm letting you guys know what's happening. We should be able to go online and search wherever we're looking at, whatever city we're in, and know where the chaos is. That's freedom of press. I mean, you guys understand how important this is? If we're not allowed to cover things like this on the main platforms... The platforms that are now kind of turning into publishers, I guess, that's another thing. Maybe this new thing, they are becoming a publisher, and maybe they were thinking that there's a chance that it could show something bad. So they just cut it. And they didn't get me in trouble for it, so, I can't complain too much. And yeah, I'm going to get home as soon as I can, whoever said that. Summer Ellis, if chat disappeared, make sure to just exit out and then go back in. A lot of people that have problems with DLive, usually it's solved by closing it and opening it again. Tammy English, go Marf, we are with you. You guys know Dex actually covered the man launch from Florida. We're going to try to do more stuff like this. We're going to try to get more people to do reports for you guys. So I really appreciate all of you guys supporting. EOD Vet, thank you for something there. I can't see what it is. Again, if somebody's saying go on DLive, that's where we thought we were going. So apparently we're back on YouTube. Again, now I'm not out in the zone, and I'm not saying anything wrong, so shouldn't have a problem. Ryan Bardwell, thank you. EOD Vet, thank you. Says be careful. Rock on. 11 Pagan 11 says, it sucks when you get booted for no reason. Happened to me. Jay Stone, thank you for saying thank you. If I missed you, we will look at it afterwards and we'll make sure to put it in the next show. Thank you guys for supporting too. This kind of stuff like puts us back in an entire show. It's kind of crappy. Elizabeth Y, Dustin, just fight within the system, get things done. Roy Laurie says, Marf, do you need me to get you a hotel room? No, we're good. It's just going to be a slow trip home. Stay safe, Adam. Weather's underground deep. Oh, and then it woke up this morning at 8 a.m. Got very little sleep because we had a thunderstorm that was like 1,000 strikes. It was nuts. It was everywhere, all over. And then it's just weird. Arizona had a weather thing, but then they ended up having a fire, a 3-alarm fire, so they got a civil message. Some of the messages that we're getting, some of the messages that people are putting them on Twitter are just kind of odd. As far as some of the, I guess what you would call the emergency alert systems. Melissa Lynn says she screenshotted it. I don't know if you know the civil message. Northwest Olympic. What's going on, Scarecrow Channel? Marv, hey bro, I have friends with GUNS. Well, thank you. Seriously, that's pretty badass. I appreciate you guys, especially like the more badass ones in you. So thank you. Not needed yet. Curfew is coming. Get out of there. Planet X, I know. It's already there. So they're bringing in National Guard. We're on our way back. And by the way, I brought my big friend, security guard guy. So Big B is what they call him, and he's a giant. So I wasn't alone. Death Wish, thank you. Thanks, Adam. Mickey Mouse, I love beagles. Thank you guys, thank you. And if you're watching the replay, just know, like, we need to do something about freedom of press. That's one of the most important things. I don't know if you guys realize how important it really is. Because if we can't do that, then everything will go downhill. Mosquitoes and Butterfly, thank you. Sweet Jana, thank you. You don't have to do that. Please don't. I appreciate you and your husband. Shannon Gibson, Gloria Gunderson, Pedro Cruz, James Butler. You guys are all awesome. Matthew Ainsworth, you're being stream sniped. Duke of Stillwater, thank you. Tip my hat to you, bro. Brave man. Well, I needed some sun anyways. I've been in the house for 2 months. Jeanette Sherman says, oh my god, I got flagged for my post. What did you post? Did you post my thing? Minneapolis fires outside of the city. Woman of Wonder, Marf, be safe. Our comments are being censored. Your stream was just fine. No reason to be taken down. Well, no, I mean, there was nobody around. Della W, we technically are, but they're letting through about 10 people at a time. So we pulled over just to make sure, one, probably going to get some food. Luis Cunningham, hippo character flips around and does a V sign with his hand while the word victory appears in the background. Weird. Rebecca W, Crisis King. Well, we're going to need a lot of help coming soon here. Small Wildflower says, that's how they pinged your phone. How would they know you're in Seattle? The background algorithms, they probably saw 3rd and Pike. It's one of the most popular spots as far as, I mean, it's one of the main parts. I don't know if you guys know this, but the algorithm picks up places. Even if this thing behind me, if it's in a picture from Google driving by it, it can actually find that through millions of pictures. So that's what YouTube is doing at all times. Thomas C. Bryan, hang in there, man. Wish I was there to have your back. Nina, I've been drinking like 5 Gatorades a day because the antibiotics that I'm on have really taken a lot out of me. It's 14 days, 4 times a day. It's like really nuts. As far as the mask, I actually do wear it because no matter what I think about it, I've got 3 kids at home and I'm not going to risk anything. And I pretty much do everything. So, but here I'm literally in an empty place. Uber Girl says someone is streaming the crazy protest in SLC. Terry Taggart. Jason, thanks for posting that. What I hope you guys realize is that things are getting extremely serious, and there's a lot more coming, and I guess until somebody, we probably need some sort of whistleblower to come out and tell you guys the plan. I think that this is just the beginning. There's a good chance that they're trying to get military in every city staged without much kickback. Everybody understands why they're moving military in, National Guard, because obviously most people, and if you talk to people, they go, all those dummies are breaking stuff and they're doing this, but at the same time, you know, they don't know the full story of what's actually going down. That's why I wanted to come in person and really see what the hell is going on, because I don't really believe anything online, and I know a lot of you guys are the same. Marshmallow Law, says Prilby. Why would it be dark? It's only 7 p.m. Yeah, it's 7 here. It doesn't get dark until about 9 here. I think sunset's at like 9:30 or 9:15. Bob Tom, paid protesters. Gotta watch that. Brian Allman, yeah, not hearing about it anywhere else. Not hearing about the Riot. There's Atlanta. I mean, you guys can all list your cities. I know that locally you get a lot more information than nationally, because they're covering the main things. Like yesterday, CNN got obliterated. The sign where Dex lives, that thing was just mashed. Matthew Morales, thank you for all you do. I've been watching since the CV started. Thanks for the comfort you've given me and allowing me to make my own decisions and react accordingly. Well, like we say, like you have to, the reason why we give you all that information on our website and all the links is so you guys can see it for yourself. I don't expect, I expect you guys to literally take everything with a grain of salt. If we're covering a news story that somebody else wrote, you never know if that's a game of telephone or it's out of context. That's why we all have to start waking up to this. And you see all the mindless people around you, they go with whatever narrative all of their friends or somebody that they look up to is believing. So we've just been lied to so much that we really just don't know what is true right now. And this is literally, I mean, it's really hard to comprehend what is going on right now with CV and everything else. On top of that, we now have this whole series of events. We are in a historic moment right now. This is the realest moment you've ever lived through, and none of us know if we're going to get through it. But I would have to say, we've got to stay positive. I just talked with all my mods today. We got to push people up. We got to make sure that we are getting closer than ever. We have to make sure that we are planning out stuff. Even people that I've hated throughout the people that just never have stopped hating me. Forgive and forget. Like, let's get over this stuff and let's team up. We should be focused on up above, not down at the same level. Again, enough with all the drama, enough with all this. Like, it is getting so serious, and you guys know it. You guys see it right outside your window. It's a crescendo. And apocalypse is Rome. Dorothy Tucker, yeah, we're stuck. We're literally, it's a parking lot just a few blocks away. So yeah, we're trying to get home. We're doing what they want you to do, you know. Again, it was empty. A lot of people did too. We saw people coming out. I told you guys on the other stream, which is now not there. I asked a couple. I literally just got out of the truck, walked 10 feet. These people came down. They had water jugs. They have masks, but they look like just a really normal 25-year-old couple. Like they work at a library. I followed them for literally 2 seconds. I mean, everybody's walking down the street. I walked behind them for 5 minutes, 5 feet, literally not even 10 feet. And she turns around and she goes, "Are you following us?" Because I asked her, did you guys participate today? I've got my big camera. Look like media. I've got my, rain jacket on. And then she goes like that. So obviously they played a part in it. Obviously they're just, everybody is so on edge. I literally walked this far and I'm like, no, I'm going to the corner to take pictures. People are so on edge right now. It's absolutely insane. Sexy Fit Bella, Atlanta Jean, Stiletto, what's up, guys? Phone alert for 9 o'clock curfew in Atlanta. Yeah. And I post all of this on Twitter. Make sure to go check it out. I posted how they took my stream down. I posted what it said. It said I had copyrighted stuff when it was just me walking. It's just very strange. I guess they don't... I could see why they would do it. They don't want to show anything crazy. Heaven's calling. I appreciate you. You guys have a good night. I'm going to get off and we're going to try to get out of here. Joey Jones, Bobby Hansen, Ray Ahmed, Brian Allman, CJ Blaze, Cheryl Zeman, Shastina, Alina Sosa, James Kessler. Thank you guys. Of course I will. Of course I'll be careful. Tuka Dika, thank you guys. Appreciate everybody that's supporting us. Again, we want to cover more. I mean, we should have people in every state. So don't be afraid to get out there and cover stuff yourself and send it to us. If you give us, exclusives, we could turn this into something bigger. You guys could be a part of something bigger. Thank you, Bob Tom. Don't know how much DLive gives you, but YouTube is the money. Just look. YouTube is not. Well, Bob Tom, for example, they take 30% of that $5. And if you're an independent business, they take 40% in taxes, or 23 or 25, whatever it is. It ends up being pretty much half of it. So, yeah, people think it's a big time, and I'm not alone anymore, so I do appreciate all of you guys. You guys probably know. I try to do the best I can to be very transparent with what we're doing. Right now, our next goal is to expand with more people. Amy Strunk, Daria, thank you guys. Prilby, I agree. This is weird and creepy. It's everywhere, too. Look, more cops. They're just everywhere. All right, you guys, have a great night. Be safe, be prepared, and Marf out.